the second stage, so the rocket is now fully loaded with propellants ahead of launch.
There you go. That means we should see one final vent.
I feel like we're far enough away from other people.
And then we will get ready to get into the nitty-gritty of the count. Again, as we were talking about earlier, at T-minus 1 minute, that is when Falcon 9 just about to start.
3 minutes.
The computers on board the rocket take control of the countdown and also the ability.
Yeah, this is like no light at all. I can't even get it to focus. Why couldn't it be during the day? It should be over by those lights.
You can see like tiny groups of stars.
Yeah, by those lights, I think.
We are about 45 seconds away, which means we're also going to be keeping an ear out for the official go for launch from the launch director.
I got it.
Confirmation that Falcon 9 is in startup.
Yeah.
It's a little hard for people to see anyway because it's so dark out right now, but
30 seconds from now.
Oh, my hand's shaking.
That's why I wanted to be away from complaining about the platform.
Discussions and commentary so that you can enjoy the sounds of the launch. Just be prepared. It is on a delay since we are a couple of miles away from the launch itself. But we will stop our gabbing as we get close to there. About 15 seconds or so now until this vehicle moves up.
Oh, wait.
About 10 seconds. Keep an eye out at the base of the rocket for that green flash. That will indicate that the engines have started up. And will hopefully be followed by the vehicle lifting off. We have engine startup.
There's a delay on it.
And
Whatever.
Liftoff of
What is that?
That could be it. That might be behind. If it's a minute, what is it?
Oh my God! Oh, guys, go!
2 minutes behind. Okay. That's it then.
Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Pull it out of my pocket, bro.
Really quick.
Oh, it's so hard. Wow! Wow! That's okay.
And everything looking good so far as we pass through max Q. That is the maximum aerodynamic pressure pushing down against Falcon 9 and the Starlink satellites. So we are now a minute and a half into flight. And so far everything is looking absolutely gorgeous. Great color on the fleet tonight, and especially now as the engines start to expand outward as the atmosphere gets thinner.
We have success!
We have a couple of
Yay! Wow!
That's insane. Cut off, then stage separation, and then back ignition on the second stage.
It's so up there.
Shortly, like
20 seconds
20
now, it
seconds
should
after that,
stage.
There's
There's probably a dot on the camera.
Oh, my hands are shaking. Can you
minutes
hold this really
behind.
fast?
Yeah.
You can see those folded up ring fins, which will unfold.
See it on the camera. That's so cool.
Wow.
Oh, look at the. Oh, there we go. Stage 1 cut off.
Still tracking it from the ground there as we come
And off stage 2 goes.
Yay!
Into the night.
It appears main engine cut off in the second here. There we go. Main engine cut off.
We need to stage pictures.
Separation of the two stages.
Ooh, that's so
sick.
cool.
That is so sick.
Ignition
Wow.
on the right side of your screen.
Look, you see stage 1 coming down, I think.
I couldn't.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't get it.
Point out the left
It would have been such a good silhouette.
Don's watching.
This is on the outside of the
Don's watching! Let me
A
see
lot
my
of people are
pictures.
center
I was
rod
so close.
for pressure rod.
That would
And
have
then
been.
you mentioned on the right, we saw that little
Oh, look
The
at this
moon.
picture I
This is the best I
got.
could
That's
get.
still, that's pretty awesome.
I don't know if I got any because it was so
But-
hard to
It's
see.
on the engine
Yeah.
to help reduce vibrations during
All right, it's probably a little dark.
Oh, blurry. Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I'll keep the screen.
That's the only one I can get.
Like it, oh look, you can still see it.
Oh my gosh.
You can still see it.
But the rest of them, I
Because
don't
at that point,
Because on the left you can see those two pieces of fairing that separated from our ground view from Max. As we keep an eye there, again, some of that jellyfish view as the second stage expands. Sorry, just wanted to.
no, good call. So you don't want the vibrations to reach a resonance. So the bell would start vibrating a
She's
lot,
somewhere.
which could crack it and possibly.
Well, why are you calling?
So that's just
Why are
there
you
to
calling
protect
it corn?
the bell, and then it's just a little piece of cork with one area that's a little bit thinner than the other. So as soon as the engine ignites, it just burns.
That's
right
gonna.
off
I
and
think the
falls away
ring's gonna
from
be
what was expected.
in the.
Yes, we had a lot of questions to that. And the mental
That's
break
crazy, you
off
still can track
is-
it.
Yes.
From so far away.
Also helps now with having almost 100 Falcon launches here to be able to get to see that and showcase it too.
Wow.
On that first stage, keep an eye on the data in the
They
bottom
did it
left.
early.
It
What the heck?
I can't believe they did it early. They did it early.
That was
That's a good thing we
All right.
freaking got here.
I'm gonna
So
close
the
this
first
stream.
stage
Thank you all
now
for
on
watching.
its way
Thank you.
landing on the drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas located in the Atlantic Ocean, while on the right side, the normal MVAC nozzle continues its burn to bring those satellites into their intended orbit, now at 11,300 kilometers an hour, 150 kilometers in altitude. So there are actually two burns to help slow this down. There's obviously the landing burn itself, but before that, Alex, we have the entry burn. So how does that help slow it down?
Yeah, so Falcon 9 will fire 3 engines in a 1-3-1 succession, basically igniting first one engine, then another 2 engines. And then the shutdown process will be they shut down those 2 engines and then the inner engine. So that re-entry burn, what it does is first, it slows down the booster through re-entry so that it doesn't experience a lot of heating and a lot of aerodynamic forces. But also, it protects the engines and the vehicle itself by, as you mentioned, fighting fire with fire. That engine exhaust basically prevents a lot of the heating from the regular air to go onto the booster. But it also creates a lot of soot to be deposited on the surface of the booster. So that is precisely what produces that sooty color on the boosters.
There you go, and we should be seeing that entry burn happening any second now. Keep an eye on the left side of your screen.
There we go.
And Sawyer, I have a question for you. If I wanted to have, let's say, a shirt, hypothetically, that would highlight how many engines are ignited right now, where could I find that?
You could find that at shop.nasaspaceflight.com at our launch entry landing merch. Very subtle plug there. I like it. And again, this burns approximately 20 seconds or so. You could see that soot that Alex was talking about covering the camera as the engine shuts down. And
as you can see on the telemetry there, as I mentioned, you know that I said it slows down a bit. It slowed down from about almost 8,000 kilometers per hour to 5,600. So that's a lot of slowing down.
I love you can see the atmospheric interaction there with the grid fins, those waffle-looking features straight ahead. It's just, that never gets old. And it's worth pointing out, the reason that we say approximately on those times is because even though we're given a rough timeline by SpaceX and we've seen enough of these, it is all controlled based off of data from on board. So if it needs to burn an extra second or two, it can burn an extra second or two. And that first stage landing burn should be coming up shortly, followed after that by SECO 1 second engine cutoff. That is the first time that Merlin vacuum engine will shut down. It will be reignited one more time after launch, about 45 minutes post-flight. So for now, we'll keep an eye on the landing itself as we approach T plus 8 minutes into flight here. You can kind of see some of the air going through those grid fins. It's hard to see in the dark, but now you should be able to see the light as we get ready to relight the engine 1 kilometer above the deck. Slowing down rapidly. There's the drone ship. Landing leg deploy. And another beautiful touchdown as booster 1081 makes its 3rd landing and its 1st at sea.
Consecutive landing and then 254th total, which is just kind of amazing at this point.